There we go. Okay, I've done it. It's been a while since I streamed. Hi everyone. Hey Mama Jama. Hey Hexedian, if I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome. It's been a while since I streamed, and yes, I wanted to get started right on time, Mama Jama, so that you can get in and play at least a little bit. So I am. Hold on. Gotta pull up my notes here. I am, by the way, as always, I hope you all know the rules. If you have any issues with the sound, if the music's too loud, my voice is too quiet, I have a fan going in the background. It's a little bit, hopefully it's quiet enough that it's not going to bug everyone, but do let me know if it's bothering you and I can turn it off. It's just been hot, so. Few notes before I release the address and the password to, it's going to be bothering me. You can look forward to that. To the server, and then all the community people can come in. A few starting notes. So, you're all deaf anyway. Well, I have to go back and check this later, and let me put it this way, if I load up the VOD later and do a quick check on it, and I find out that the music is the same volume as my voice, and then I won't be able to hear myself, I'll be mad at you guys. So, this is your job. Your only job is to watch, have fun, and let me know if there's any issues with sound or video. So, first notes before we get started, and then I'll let everyone in, and then I'll explain further. First of all, in this challenge, which I have decided to call Fool Around and Find Out, I decided to go with Fool Around instead of Fuck Around. Not because I have a problem with swearing, but because I don't think Twitch would appreciate it very much if I named my stream with a curse word. Oh, it's raining. You can see the raindrops falling around. The main thing about this challenge is that I'm not going to tell you much of anything. You gotta just fool around and find out. You can obviously, once you've downloaded, you've logged in, and the players will get the mods, it will be possible for you to look up all the mods, but I heavily suggest that you try your best to figure things out in-game without, like, looking everything up on the mod depot first. Mod depot? Mod DB? Whatever it's called. There's handbooks. If I got my focus in here, I have. There's handbooks. There's guides for some of the more complicated stuff. So if you're having trouble, you can look that up. Or you can always ask me questions. I will answer most questions. I won't answer everything. You're going to fuck around? You go ahead. You go right ahead, Mama John, and fuck around. To be honest, I plan on fucking around myself. But, you know, just for the stream title and all that. We'll go with Fool Around officially. Just so I don't get in trouble. So, the only things I'm going to tell you. 1. Nothing is trying to kill you in this world. The monsters have been completely modded out. They are... Just realized my microphone's not even facing me. Good lord. They've been modded out. I found a mod that completely just removes all the monsters. You shouldn't see any monsters in the world at all. And the animals and stuff have been set to passive. So they may defend themselves if you attack them, but they won't attack you. The challenge here is not to do with being killed by things or having to fight. And also, I regret to inform you all that there is no soil instability or cave-ins. I thought about putting them in, and then I tested it out, and I don't know what they've... hello, Spud. No monsters. Yes, no monsters. Nothing's trying to kill you. This is not a fighting challenge. I tried this... I've been testing this out for like a week or so, and having a great time of it. When I tried it with the soil instability, I don't know if they've changed the rules for that, or the code for that in recent updates or what, but it was unplayable. Like, it was just constant. Everything was collapsing constantly. Every time a baby hair ran over anything, it would just be a huge landslide. It was a mess. And the cave-ins are just too unpredictable to be fun, I think, in the current state. So, the ground will not collapse beneath your feet, and nothing is trying to kill you. Those are your only saving graces. Just about everything else has been made harder somehow, or more complicated. Randomly generated maze, oh, that would be fun. No, it's nothing as complicated as that. Also, I haven't modded the game directly myself. Usually when I have a server up, I will tweak some things or make some mods. I haven't done that this time because I don't have time. I'm still working on my next 100 days video, which I'm just very slowly making progress on, believe it or not, and just my job, and I just don't have the time to do modding until my other projects are done. So, this is all challenges that I have obtained from the mod database, basically. Praise be to the modders. We thank the modders, we love the modders for all the hard work they do, because they've done some real crazy stuff that I had never tried before. There's a lot of mods on here that we haven't used before on our community servers. The only other thing that I will tell you in advance is there is an added class, just one. So when you're choosing your character class, make sure you look through them all because one of them is new. You don't have to pick it if you don't want to, but it was one that I thought could be useful. So, there's guides in the handbook, and I will be willing to answer some questions as we play. I made a checklist so I didn't forget what I wanted to say and didn't get too distracted. I hope you're all proud of me. So the goal is to produce 3 items and place them on the altar, which is behind me. So one item here, the steel lantern, luminous violet glass here, and there's another one here which can't be placed in the world, so it will go in this chest. Please don't break anything here or take anything from here. That's not what it's for. This is just for our goal. And if once the 3 items are finally completed, which I imagine will take a while, I will ask everyone, like, do you want to keep the server up and keep playing on the server? Or do you want to shut it down, go back to the other server, and so on. So we are not in any kind of crazy world. I will turn the camera around here. We are just in a normal world. I think that's everything I need to tell you in advance. I am still in creative mode, and I still need to... oh gosh. Words are hard. Words are hard at the end of the day, you know? What is it? Calendar. I've done this like 15 times today. I think 0.3 is what I went for. That'll give us 80-minute days, right? Yes. So, I am now going to go in our Discord in our usual server address channels, and it is released. Let me know if you have any trouble getting in. But that should be there. So, developed so many curls, have I? I guess it's really been a while, hasn't it? I've let the hair on the front just grow as long as it wants, and it just sort of falls over, which is kind of helpful for hiding some of the receding hairline a little bit. I am still in creative mode. I am now putting myself in survival mode, and that's it. Everyone get in here because I don't want to do this myself. This is a collaborative challenge. We're here to do this together. People can go off on their own if they want to, of course, but this is not competitive. We're not here to fight against each other. There's not going to be a winner. We're all going to be winners eventually when we finally create these 3 items. The steel lantern, the JPS, and the luminous violet glass. Steel lantern is a vanilla item, but it will just be harder to get than usual. JPS and luminous violet glass are modded items, of course. Some of us are probably familiar with this one, but I think this is going to be a new one for everyone. And I'll just show all the viewers here the signs. It just says place one of each item in its designated spot. But how? I'm gonna have fun watching everyone. I do want to reiterate, I have been testing this on my own. I have been playing this. It is playable. It is not impossible or anything. I've just found interesting ways to make it more difficult. And yeah, do not break or take any blocks from the sacred cavern. This is just for putting the items here. Oh my goodness. Papa's in. Hello, Papa. Making your character. I'll wait a bit for folks to come in. Oh, we've got look at this. We got sheep. We got baby sheep. We're not even up on a mountain. I haven't modified the animal spawns. We do have, as you can probably tell, I considered not putting in the teleportation network, but then I decided, you know what? Without any kind of fast travel, it can be difficult. And it can be just annoying and frustrating. And also, these need to be repaired before they can be used anyway, and it may be a little harder than usual to repair them, because they do require a temporal gear. And, as some of you it may have occurred to some of you. Hey, Papa's in. Welcome, Papa! Let's do an emote wave for Papa. Wave. Come on in. And there's no monsters. There's no monsters, so getting temporal gears is gonna be a little bit more difficult than usual, perhaps. Maybe. Potentially. So I'm gonna start gathering resources. I'm not gonna talk too much about the changes that I've made. We'll let people start discovering some things first. Get some sticks. But yeah, if people have specific questions they want to ask me, go right ahead. There may be questions I will say, actually I'm not going to answer that. Mama Jama's in, welcome! Generally speaking, I'm willing to answer some questions. So our days are 80 minutes long. Did show you that. Just replant these. Now I have a slight advantage. Howdy, howdy, welcome in. Here, you want some sticks to get started with? Might as well give everybody some sticks to get started with. We'll wait for Mama Jama to get all the way in. Maybe I'll go and see if I can find any flint. By the way, I am, in case anyone's not familiar, I have wrist issues and joint issues generally. I have some hotkeys set up, bound to some of the buttons on my mouse, which allow me to toggle the mouse buttons, both the left and right mouse buttons, on and off. See any flint over here? We are going to need flint, because this is a sandstone area. We can't make tools out of sandstone. We simply can't. So, remind me, if we want to send clips, do they go in sharing is caring? Yeah, that's a good place to put them, thank you. Gotta remember to pay attention to chat as well. Oh, where'd Mama Jama go? Mama Jama, I wanted to give you some sticks. I got a bunch right here. There you go. Obviously you can get your own as well, but... Okay, I think we need... Actually, you know what? Might need that. I'm gonna keep it. So, also... What am I doing? I can just do this. Not even looking at me, that's okay. I've waved at you now. Do that again. There you go. Hi, welcome. I'm glad you can make it today, even if you can only stay for a bit. And this will be bog beans. Yeah, I don't know how to harvest the bog beans. I don't know if they're not ripe yet. I do think they are edible. Maybe we can... Oh, maybe... No, I'm in guides. I'm in guides, everyone. Bog bean root, bog bean. Bog bean. Obtained, but... It's the same item twice, it looks like. And a bog bean root. Alright. So you can eat the roots, I guess. But, doesn't look like you can actually eat the beans. Oh, we got pig here. I'm simultaneously, like, thinking about what I need to get done. And also not wanting to spoil too much right away. Have you found any flint yet? I have not seen a single piece of flint. It's a bit of an issue. Grab these, though. Might need those. I have, obviously, having set up the world, I have a slight advantage of knowing some of the nearby... Ooh, flint. Alright, I'm gonna make a knife. Oh, and I have Napster installed, because I know we have some people who rely on it for accessibility reasons. So, if anyone wants to be blacklisted on that, please let me know. I think we'll do Axe Head as well, yeah? I keep forgetting that we have Napster on. Okay, where'd Papa go, by the way? Papa, did you go the other way? Well, we don't have to stay together, but... I'm gonna go ahead and... do this. Not gonna explain why. Let me see if I can get enough reeds for everyone to get a little bit of inventory. Or my knife breaks. Went down the shore for flint. Oh, okay. Cool. What's this? Oh, it's a baby piglet. Hello. It's nice knowing that the... My microphone is actually blocking part of the screen. Hold on. Okay, once again, I've moved the microphone, so as always, let me know if the sound is still okay. Please. Forgetting while talking about it, this is what I do. I took my meds today, but they wore off hours ago, so there's no hope. We want to settle together. I would probably recommend doing so. We don't have to. Alright, I don't have any inventory. Alright. Okay. So... yeah, going solo, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be deadly. Again, nothing's trying to kill you. Nothing's trying to kill us. So, as long as you can find something to eat, you're not gonna die. Well, something to eat and drink. Don't mind me if you hear the occasional cackle here and there. Hunger and temps will try to kill you. I don't think it's going to get too cold, and it's probably not going to get too hot. We're in a temperate area. Yar has joined. Welcome, Yar. The green and blue bar. It is interesting, isn't it? Alright, I will reveal one thing, because I think it's going to be very important for you to know really quickly. That blue bar, the green bar is your hunger, which we always have. The blue bar is your thirst. There is a guide for thirst in the handbook, but I will just tell you right now, for starters, with an open hand, if you shift and hold right-click on a water source, you will drink. I will advise you to be careful what you drink. Not all water is safe to drink. And I'll let you discover the rest as you go. I did say drink, yeah. Well, I don't know how, I mean, if I can't remember what I'm saying while I'm saying it, and everyone else is playing as well, they may not be hearing everything I say, you know? Oh, I can make myself a couple baskets here. Once I've got my inventory sorted out, I'll... Oh, under the knife, you meant. Yes. That's right. They also have... The green bar is the durability. I think if you mouse over the tool, it will give you some information. Or are you just looking at my screen? Do you have a knife yourself? I hope I'm not stealing your cattails. I will share, of course. So I've got my inventory. I will share with everyone. Somebody pick a place to settle. I'm going to go ahead... No, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I shouldn't use my insider knowledge to suggest a place to stay. I do think that right at spawn is probably not the best option. But there is, if we go around the lake, I think we'll find some flatter areas to the south. Or you can go to the north around the mountain as well. I think there's also some flatter areas up there. My instinct is always just to head south. Whetstone. Mama Jama has discovered that there is a whetstone. However, we can't make whetstones until we get stones that we can make whetstones out of. Can't make whetstones out of sandstone or flint. So we can't make any yet. Alright. I have now got my 4 baskets, so whatever... Ooh. Oh. Ooh, pretty shell. I love the dark purple shells, they're my favorite. Souther is better. Spawn is easy for new folks. And has a teleporter. This is true. But it's just not a very good area for, like, building or for farming or anything. I'm not suggesting we go far away. But there's just a much flatter area around the other side of the lake. We can always just swim across. And we can also make, you know, we can make a small base at spawn. And also another base. We don't have to have everything in one spot forever. Just gonna try and get as many reeds as we can. See dry grass under trees. Well, dry grass will be useful for making campfire and torches and stuff, won't it? Right. So, I am kind of hogging all of the reeds along the shore here, but I'm going to share these reeds with everyone. Oh, we've got more resin here. That'll be useful soon. Berry bushes don't break, they shatter. Oh my gosh, really? Uh-oh. But then how will we move berry bushes to where we want them? I'm gonna try not to be too obnoxious, but I have been cackling for like a week setting up my plans for this. Right-click knife on berry bush, says Hexedian. Has anyone tried that? Yeah, there. Mama Jama, do you have all 4 baskets already? I've got some spare reeds now. Sticks. Sound like the Riddler. A little harsh. I'm having fun. The funny thing is, so the way that this whole thing came about ultimately is that basically 4 years since you have 2. Okay, I've got enough for 2 more. Where'd you go? I feel like the player name tags are... Okay, you're over there. Mama Jama, if you want... I'm actually going to grab some dry grass. You want 2 more baskets. Let me give you... There you go. Get your inventory sorted out. 17? Wait, did I not... Did I pick some of them up? Where'd you go? I've got more if you need them. So... All good? Okay. I'm right-clicking on the berry bushes with a knife. We do have some mods related to berries, and there is a tooltip that says clip branch. However, I will go ahead and confirm that the ability to take clippings from berry bushes has been disabled, and I want to say just a million thank yous to the developers of Herbarium and Wildcraft mods for putting in a really nice configuration file that allows me to do that. Hold right click? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid I have actually disabled blooming parsnips, growing parsnips. Do we have growing? Dang it. I disabled it. Ooh, mushroom. Mushrooms are my favorite. Dry grass, get some dry grass. Can't clip them or clip them. You get no propagation. That is correct. I'm afraid you are correct. We will not be able to move or propagate berry bushes. There is one way you can get fresh berry bushes, but I don't think you can get all of them that way, and it's not something you can really rely on, so... Nice, lots of dry grass. This will be good. Need to find more food soon, though. Okay. So... Yeah, I'm out of food, aren't I? I got 1 mushroom. 1 singular mushroom. Just noticed no map? That's correct. I will say this. I have not disabled... Oops. I have not disabled the world map in the world generation settings, the world config settings. However, we do not have a map available to us right now. Need more. Oh, here we go. Oh, shiitakes. Who doesn't love shiitake mushrooms? Spectacular. Give me that. Give me that. Papa's found a clearing on the other side of the pond. Okay. So I'll put my axe together here. Oh no, not cattails. Not cattails. Oh gosh. Oh, the chaos. Let's make a couple of these. That there. And actually... No, I'll wait a little bit for that. I'll wait a little bit. I am getting hungry. There is a warmth and cooling. Yes, that is true. On your clothing, they both have warmth and cooling ratings. Which, has to, oh, Super the Underdog is asking, does the map have to be unlocked? There may be a way to access the map eventually, yes. But not right now. Definitely don't have it yet. Considering giving yourself dysentery? Make sure you drink, by the way. Dehydration, we all know, will kill you a lot faster than starvation. I will say there is no dysentery. It's not that complicated of a mod. Berries will give you a little bit of water. You can drink. I'll just tell you because it's a little bit complicated and you don't have the time to be reading every manual right now. The fresh water that you find around is fine to drink. It will increase your hunger when you drink it, so you will also need to eat more. It won't poison you or anything, but you don't want to eat salt water. Or eat? You definitely don't want to eat salt water if you can find a way, but you also don't want to drink it. Don't break crops. Got dry grass. Yes. So we have the same crops mod on here that we have on the main server, so some of us at least have experience with it. And since that one's not new, I'll just go ahead and tell anyone who's new. If you break crops when they say mature, then you will get the crop. For grains, that's the final stage of growth. For vegetables, they have a mature stage, and then they have stages after that, and if you wait until the final stage, you will get seeds. You will not get seeds if you break the crop when it's mature, you will just get vegetables. However, root vegetables can be planted as seedlings to get more seeds. So, where'd you find clay? Clay will be very important. Where are ya? It is a little bit tough without the map, isn't it? Mama Jama's over here, okay. You got clay over here? Ooh, it's blue clay. Wow. Somebody make a waypoint. Oh, wait. We can't. Just gonna have a drink. So, mushrooms will last for a lot longer, so I'll eat the berries first here. Alright. Mama Jama's getting clay. I think I'm gonna work on getting us a fire set up. I remembered about the, Napster. Okay. Go. Trees. We've got plenty of them. There's trees everywhere. Let's take down... Here we go. We got a nice big maple tree. There's a nice clearing right here. There's a nice open area, which I think will be good for settling down. And, oh, God, man. The smartassery is strong in this one. Normally, I try to be really nice to everyone, but I'm so excited about this challenge. Alright, I did start saying, I'm going to start, if anyone's completely new here, I have ADHD, I have medication for it, but it's the evening and my medication is worn off. So, I'm going to forget everything constantly, try to enjoy my confusion, and try not to be too annoyed. If I forget to say something important, just remind me, and I'll remember. The way this came about, I have been, for years now, since I started playing Vintage Story, looking for a challenge, a survival challenge that isn't about, monsters trying to kill me, right? Because although this game has a pretty steep learning curve, once you know the basics of Vintage Story, it's actually not a very difficult game. Ooh, lingonberries. Delicious. European cranberries. Growing flax. Okay. So this says growth stage 8 out of 9. If I break that, I might get straw, I might get nothing. Same thing with all of these. I need to wait until it says 9 out of 9 to get grains. So I've been trying for years... Actually, those will last a bit longer than these. To find a way to make a challenge in this game that isn't about, you know, things trying to kill me. Because I don't find the fighting fun. I don't find the combat fun at all. And so, you know. Guy here. Oh, the start of a house looks like. I think I'm going to go under a tree for now. Just to get some shade as it's raining. And, ooh, more lingonberries. I'm taking berries as I see them, by the way, folks. If anyone finds themselves starving, just, like, give me a shout. Okay. Yeah, I got dry grass. I am along the water's edge here. And I am about to... I'll use these pine logs. So, need dry grass? Mama Jama? How many do you need? Right here. Behind you. I don't know how many you need. I've got more. Need more? I've just been cutting it whenever I see it. The grass that we harvest from living grass, by the way, it will need to be placed in a dry place and left to dry out. Trying to remember. We're gonna make pit kilns. Oh, we're probably not gonna be able to make pit kilns yet, unless you can find a lot of dry grass somewhere, because the wet grass takes like a day and a half or something. To trying to remember. Chopping block. How to create any log slab. Okay. Oh my goodness, what happened? Gemini Tase rating. Oh my goodness. We're really in for it now, folks. Welcome, Gemini Tase people. Oh my gosh. That's my system's not set up for this many people. Welcome. Was Jem playing Vintage Story again? I've been watching her VODs and I've been leaving comments on YouTube. Welcome everyone. We have just started a challenge server. This is heavily modded. Like this. Yes, okay, good. This is a heavily modded challenge server. So we got a lot of the basic stuff in the game is not available. We have pretty much just started, and my players don't know what I've done, basically. So we're calling this the Fool Around and Find Out Challenge. I will swear occasionally. If anyone is upset by that, please try not to be. I don't swear very much, but I'm not gonna not swear at all. But we called it Fool Around and Find Out so that we don't upset the Twitch. I'm trying to play and speak at the same time, which is always let's see here, always difficult. So anyone who's new, I don't stream all that often anymore. I used to. People are redeeming hydrate. Yeah, I probably should. It's very hot today. Is everybody in? We got the spam all sorted out. Wow, welcome everyone. Oh wow. So if Jem was playing Vintage Story Vanilla, or if you have watched Jem play Vintage Story Vanilla in the past, you've seen the vanilla experience. Now you're gonna see some of the modded experience, and this is modded to make it harder. There's a lot of mods out there that make things easier or just add fun stuff to the game. I have modded this for my players to make it harder. The actual the challenge is being revealed gradually, so I have... Alright, tell you what, everyone forgive me for this. I'm going to jump in creative mode just for a sec, because we got so many new people who were not here at the start, who didn't see... I'm not going to cheat anything, I'm just going to run back over to spawn, so that everyone can see what I have set up, and I'll explain the challenge to all our many, many new people. Wow. Okay, oh, and I've got people chatting to me in-game as well. 2 types of traders need trade... Oh, temporal gears. Okay, that's going to be useful. So, the first thing I told my players is there's no monsters. I've disabled the monsters, I've disabled the temporal storms, and I have set the animals to passive, so nothing in this world is trying to kill you. However, pretty much all of the normal mechanics have been made more complicated and difficult. So this is our spawn area over here. Sorry, my voice cracks a little bit. It's hot. I will keep drinking, I promise. This is one of the mods. This is the teleportation network, which spawns these teleportation structures in the world every 4,000 blocks or so. They need to be repaired with the temporal gear, but once you repair them, you unlock them and add them to your network, and then you can go to every teleporter that you have unlocked from any one of them. So you can choose your destination. It's very good for like bigger worlds, fast travel. So this is where the challenge is here. The challenge is to make these 3 items: a steel lantern, a JPS, which is a modded item, which I have not explained yet, and luminous violet glass, which is another modded item. All 3 of these will be very complicated and difficult to make, but the players will have to figure out how to make them. Once they have, they'll place them here, and once all 3 are placed, the challenge will be complete. So we just started like half an hour ago, and we've been working our way around the edge of this lake, and we're probably going to settle down to the south. Oh, we lost Yar. Hope everything's alright. We've just got a few players online right now. I don't have a very large community. So it's me, Papa C, Mama Jama, and Yar the Tiger, who hopefully will be back. And there's going to be a handful of other people who will probably be joining us. One of the things that I have done, which we have discovered, my players have discovered, is the map is not visible. Cannot open the map. They will have to unlock the map somehow, and I've not explained that yet. I'm having a great time, because I know everything and they know nothing. I will be playing alongside them. So I will have to deal with the challenges as well, but okay. And back into survival mode. Alright, so what I'm going to be working on right here, and thank you, by the way, all of you who have followed. I'm not used to having... there's a minimum follow time in the chat, that's right. Sorry new folks if you can't chat yet. We had some issues with some mean people. But I think it's like 10 minutes. I'll quickly jump over and just double check I have that set too. Ugh. Oh my goodness. It's been actually a little while since I last streamed. Where is that? It's gonna be moderation, I think. Let it set. Be right back. Be right with you. I don't know where they've moved it to now. I can turn off the minimum time if I can find the dang setting. Does anyone know where that setting is? Oh, you're all in, okay. Yeah, you're all in now. You're all able to speak. I'll just leave it how it was then. Okay, oh my goodness, so many folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry about that. I did not realize that I did not remember that I had that set. Playing Subnautica below zero. Oh my gosh, that's too scary for me. That's too scary for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, Yar's back in. Chests, floor, door, beds. We're not going to have chests for a while there, Papa C. So I'm now going to try to pay attention both to chat with all of these wonderful people in here and to the game so I don't starve or dehydrate to death. One of the things that we have... There will be no surprise bear attacks, no. But there will probably be surprise deaths to other things. Goodness. I'm not used to having so many people in chat. I will say, I do have ADHD, and I do have medication for it, but my meds wore off hours ago. So I will start a sentence, and then forget that I had started a sentence. That will happen, guaranteed. Just forgive me, bear with me, remind me if I forget something important. Yes, lurkers are welcome. The heck, why did that take so long? Oh my gosh, inventory's a mess as well. I want to make some, oh, that's the wrong tool. I gotta organize my inventory. Oh, something broke. What broke? One of my tools broke. Is it this? No, that's still a tool. I'm so confused. I know that's not saying much. Yeah, we can make reed chests. I'm just like you, Kath. Yes. All of the fellow... I know there's a lot of gamers who also have ADHD. There seems to be something that draws us to the games, so I'm sure plenty of the people in the audience will be familiar. So, those of you who are Gems followers who have not actually seen Gem stream this, she has streamed this a few times, and it's been great. I love watching her do it, and I love leaving tips in her comments. This is heavily, heavily modded. The tool heads fall off, says Maojama. My people have discovered yet another sneaky little thing. So I have just modded this dramatically, and I've added a lot of mods that make things more complicated. So what I'm doing right now is, chopping firewood. Normally, to make firewood, you just drop an axe and a log in the crafting grid and it gives you firewood. However, that was too easy. So I have added a mod called Indappled Groves, which requires a whole lot longer of a process to chop firewood. It's more realistic and also more time consuming and more difficult, and it just adds a little bit of an extra challenge. There are so many mods, it's relatively new. So the game is not as new as a lot of people may suspect, because it's only recently kind of gotten on people's radar. But this game has been out for gosh. I want to say 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. Hey, Mephanstress. Tool Tinkering is a good mod. Yes. So, yeah, there's tons and tons and tons of mods. There's some really amazing ones, too. In fact, those of you who are looking at this and saying it's cozy, it is. The vanilla experience with this mod is a little bit less cozy. It is cozy, but it's also dangerous. Oh, I don't have another rope. Ah. So what I'm doing... Oh, no, I don't need rope. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my dang mind. Fire starter. And I just saw something in the chat. There's a floor, but Cobb seems to... Oh yeah, Cobb grows grass. You can make packed dirt with just 6 dirt and a crafting grid if you want. No grass. Gem has stressed definition of cozy. So the vanilla must have both hands free. My both hands are free. There we go. That was weird. Drinking is not a vanilla mechanic in this game. That's something that I modded in as well. We have to drink. We will get dehydrated and die. So the developers of this game have kind of tried to make something. Why don't I go watch my people build while I try to explain to all the new people what this wonderful game is. And it is a wonderful game. I'm gonna soak these bark bundles because I can make chests out of them. I need more bark first though. But they've kind of... Oh, wow. That's an expensive house. Looking nice, looking nice. So they've combined super cozy, sort of cottagecore, if you use that term, kind of vibes with Lovecraftian horror. At least that's what they call it. But it's an extremely customizable game. So when you create a new world in this game, you can change so much. You can change how forested the world is. You can change the temperature of the world. Oh, sorry, Papa. You can change how aggressive animals and monsters are. Is there a good spot I can make a fire pit, by the way? Because I have everything I need for it. And we're going to need one very soon here. Mama Jama, do you want to tell me where you want a fire pit to be? I don't want to put it in the way of anything. In this world where we're playing right now, there are no monsters because I've modded them out. But the monsters in this game are scary. They're like really scary and really... is that where you want the fire pit? Okay, got it. We don't have a voice chat on because I can't use headphones and I wouldn't be able to hear people. Do this. And I'm going to make a torch. Got enough to make a couple more. I can give everybody a torch. But yeah, you can remove the monsters entirely. You can crank up the difficulty of the combat and make the monsters way more dangerous. You can do whatever you want, and then whatever they don't have in the basic vanilla settings, you can find a mod for. For example, the cooking in this game. By the way, it's got all these quality of life features. A lot of people think that this looks like Minecraft, and at first glance, I understand why. But what the heck? Oh, I think I'm getting a little bit of lag. Okay. Who needs a torch? Mama Jama? Torch? Torch for you. Where'd Papa go? Oh, there's Papa. Oh, Papa's already got a torch. How'd you get a torch already, Papa? How did you manage this? Did you figure out how to chop firewood already? Animals are non-hostile, or they're set to passive in this particular world. So they will defend themselves if attacked, but they won't hunt us down. Found a little dry grass, but how'd you get the firewood? I take it you've solved my firewood puzzle. I left the chopping block over there. I'm gonna move all that stuff over here. So yeah, vanilla experience a huge mix between very challenging, very scary, and very chill and cozy and nice. Oh, you just lit the torch directly. Okay. I keep forgetting that you can do that. Over the years, they've added so many. Just gonna put a torch there. They've added so many features to this game, and sometimes I forget some of them. But all right, I feel like I've probably started about 15 different sentences and not finished them. Sorry about that. I'm gonna keep chopping firewood because we need more bark for more chests. I'm stripping the bark off with the adze, which is a modded tool. And then chopping the logs into firewood. Probably have. I'm sure I have. Is there anyone in the audience who does not have ADHD? Who can help us remember what on earth I started saying? Ooh. Oh boy, yeah. The lag is happening for real. That's not good. That's not good at all. Are you guys getting lag as well? I mean, I am streaming, but I have a beast of an internet connection. I shouldn't be getting any lag. There are a lot of mods on the server. I gave it so much RAM. I gave it all the RAM I had to spare. So I was hoping that would prevent us from getting too much lag, but I'm having a little bit of glitchiness. You're not having lag. Mama Jama's in Australia and not laggy. I'm the only one who's laggy. Oh my gosh. Benefit of a larger viewer count, being able to outsource your memory. I like that. Yeah, that's good. But that also means that I have to pay attention to the chat, and I can only see the last, like, 3 or 4 messages. So, yeah, you'll have to forgive me. Just, if I start saying something interesting and then veer off course, just remind me, and if I don't see it, remind me again. Eventually I'll see it. Oh, you're in the US. Okay. The servers are located in the Northeast US. So I'm in Europe, by the way. Popping out game customization. Yes! So much customization in this game. And I was going to show you some of the cool stuff. That's right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Pastel Cottontail. I appreciate that. So aside from the settings at the start of the game, basically this game was made by people who... Tons of dry grass. Awesome. They started out by modding Minecraft. And were really frustrated by how limiting it is, modding Minecraft. Which is true. You try to mod Minecraft to any significant degree, and your game is going to freeze, your computer's going to explode, catch fire, burn down your house. It's just not going to be a good time. So they made a new game. They were just like, you know that saying, like, if you complain about how something isn't good enough, make your own. So they did. They made their own. It started with just a husband and wife team, Tyrone and Sarity. They are in Latvia. All this is available on their website. I'm not doxing them or anything like that. And they just started making this game, and it was awesome. They reached out to me years and years. I don't even know how. Does anyone who's part of my audience know how many years it's been since I started doing Vintage Story? Where was that one? There. This is a mod that I'm doing this right here. The same mod that makes it more complicated to chop firewood also adds the tree bark, which we can soak and then use to make more chests, which is good because early game inventory is tough in this game. So 5 or 6 years. I think it's been longer than that actually, because I was watching the trailers earlier because I was trying to convert another person into playing, and 1.14 was in 2017 or 2018, something like that, and I was playing before that, I think. So, Finance for your indie game review 7 years ago. Thank you so much. Yeah, 7 years ago is when I started playing. The developers, this tiny little team, I used to make Minecraft videos. And they saw my channel, and I used to review little indie games and stuff. And we don't need to cower in here, by the way. Nothing's trying to kill us. It's just very dark out. By the way, enjoy the vibes. We've got fireflies. You would not believe your eyes. 10 million fireflies. I hope this is coming across okay on the stream. I'm sorry. I intentionally put my torch out so you can see all the fireflies. Normally there would be stuff trying to kill us right now. But again, I have modded that out. Ooh, think. Give me that. Okay. So over the years, it has developed and developed and developed, and they have added so much to it. Soaking. Dang it. Alright, I will. Oops. Sorry. When you have something in your offhand, it increases your hunger rate. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to drink. Thirst is getting low. Again, thirst is a modded mechanic. It is not in the base game. I am almost out of food. Mama Jama, did you manage to get enough straw for a pit kiln? We need to do clay forming as soon as possible. And thank you all of you who are following, by the way. It's so nice to have you. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm actually okay for now, but I will need food pretty soon. Nighttime is a good time for chopping firewood. It's a good time for clay forming. Maybe I should do some clay forming, actually. Show off to the new people on the stream who've never heard of this game. By the way, Yar and Mama Jama, I don't know where Papa went. This is what we have to do to make firewood. Oh, thank you very much. Give me some clay. There's a lot of little quality of life things in this game that just make it so much better than Minecraft in a lot of ways. Other people are community members, patrons and community members. If somebody wants to hit the exclamation mark links, I have a public Discord. Everyone's welcome to join in. It's very nice. Everybody's very friendly. And patrons get to play on all servers with me. Blueberries? I love blueberries. Okay, so clay forming. See Mama Jama's doing it right this. We can actually work together. I don't know if you hope you don't mind if I help you, Mama Jama. We can work on this together. Same thing for flint napping. Suggestions for what to form with clay. Well, it seems we've got cooking pots are good. We're gonna need bowls, which is what Mama Jama is making right now. Good call. Gonna need lots of bowls. Obviously, we will eventually need molds for metalworking. So in Vintage Store, you can't just have like 8 hydrate redeems. I'll just keep sipping my water. I have an issue with my vocal cords, by the way. I can never stream for more than 2 hours because I will lose my voice. It's not that I'm dehydrated, it's You gonna do the anvil? Okay. Or, sorry. Actually, if you're gonna do the anvil, I'll do the pick and hammer. So to make metal tools in this game, first of all, you can't make a stone pickaxe. Well, actually, I did mod in a minor class for this. Actually, what are you making over here? Anvil. You're making vessel. Okay, we're good. I'm making. We all gotta communicate so we don't wind up with a whole bunch of duplicates. But you can't just mine. You can't just make a stone pickaxe. You have to find copper somehow and use that to make a pick, and then you can start actually mining stone. When you do mine up the ore, you don't just get ore. You get chunks of ore, which you then have to break with a hammer. So I'm also going to make a hammer mold. And here we go. I've got the hammer mold covered. We will also need a crucible for smelting the copper. And we will also need charcoal for smelting. If any of you have played Terra Firmacraft, that was one of the first inspirations for this game. So if you played Minecraft Terra Firmacraft, there's a lot of mechanics that are very similar, although it is very much its own thing. This game does not feel like modded Minecraft at all. Okay, I got those 2 molds done. Big stretch. I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to do a big stretch. By the way, I don't know how many audience members are going to be of the right age to get this reference, but there's a t-shirt I got recently. Do a big stretch. Everyone, join me if you can. Stand up, touch your toes if you can do that. It's good to move around a little bit. You don't want to be being too cramped up. Okay. So to use these clay items, we will have to fire them first. You know, I'm gonna make a crucible as well, so we have one. Excuse me. There have been times when I've made everything I needed for metalsmithing, or for metalworking, and then I realized I forgot to make a crucible. And once you make these clay things, you have to fire them in pit kilns, which takes over a day. So I had to wait a day for my crucible. Let's not make that mistake again, eh? Okay, crucible done. And tongs, yes. Well, tongs we can make later. That's easy. We don't need those yet. We might need those sticks for something else. Okay. Do I speak fast? I'm trying to get the words out of my face, out of my brain before the herd of angry gremlins who control my brain have a chance to distract me and make me forget what I was talking about. All right, I'm gonna drop the rest of this clay here. I might go out. I don't know. I feel like I should try to make us some more. I'm doing this more for the bark than the firewood, actually. Oh man, this axe is so dull. It's taking forever. Hey, Meat. My cat has just woken up. Normally around this time I would not be streaming. Normally around this time I would be giving my cat an evening snack. It is about 9 p.m. for me. I'm in Central Europe. Will cob set on fire? From what? If there's grass growing on it, the grass can catch fire. So you're going to want to, if you're making pit kilns, you're going to want to use packed dirt. Or something else like that. Yeah, pit kiln, I wouldn't use cob because cob can grow grass. Okay. Let's go see if I've got enough, I want to show off these cool bark. This is a modded thing. The tree bark and these bark bundles. Are they soaked yet? They're still soaking. Dang it. I want to make some. Oh wait, hold on. Can't have a light on. Gotta have 2 empty hands to drink water. Okay, blueberries. What's the time? It is... Man, it's not even midnight. It's so dark. What do I do in Europe? I live here, and this is not my job. I'm not a professional streamer by any stretch of the imagination. This is a hobby. I'm an editor. I edit localized text, so things that were translated from other languages to English, I edit them to make them sound like they were written in English, so they actually sound good. Got debarked logs over here, very nice. Papa, if you're debarking, if you use the chopping block, it goes faster. I put a chopping block inside here. So, alright, what else? Oh, I also wanted to show off the, well, you have to do some of them on the ground before you make the chopping block, so I won't worry too much about it. Ooh, we got mature flax here. So, one of the mods makes crops way more complicated. We cannot... If we harvest these growing crops, if you do that in vanilla, if you harvest growing crops in vanilla, you'll get usually a seed or something like that. But in this modded server that I've made, localizers have such a hard but fun job. Yeah, kind of. I would agree with that. Sounds like such a cool job. Yeah, it's a cool job. I mean, it is work, but it's interesting work. I do like my job, and I'm very, very, very extraordinarily fortunate that I can make a living doing it. Bit of flax in the house too. Okay, cool. But yeah, the grains, in case anyone who's going to be playing doesn't know, or in case anyone watching doesn't know, when we harvest grain or grass, we have to leave it in a pile on the ground to dry out. Once it's dry, then we can either convert it to food or we can replant it to grow more. There's also a crop breeding mod on the server. So the crops that we find here are wild versions, so they will not give you very much even when they're full grown. So it says growing wild flax. You have to breed them up by growing generation after generation, so we won't get very much from our first round of crops. So it would actually be really good to get to find some more crops as soon as possible so we can start farming ASAP. Another thing this game has, which I don't know if Terra Firma Craft had, but it was different from Minecraft, is soil levels. This is low fertility soil. Worst possible. Oh no, Yar! What happened? Oh, were you starving? Oh no! I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. I had blueberries I could have given you. Oh, what berries did you eat? What berries did you eat, Yar? You're about to see me cackle a little bit more. Do you know which berries they were, Mamjama? You don't suck. You don't suck. Red. You don't remember the name? There's plenty of red berries that are perfectly safe to eat. So, Nightshade. Ones that start with M? I don't know. So, one of the things this game has in vanilla by default There are lots of different mushrooms and berries, and some of them are poisonous. And when you eat them, you will lose health as well as gaining. You will gain saturation from them, but you will also lose health. And when you mouse over a food, I should get out of the doorway. When you mouse over a food, gives you a lot of information. Oh, I also, the code that's in there and stuff is because I had developer mode on, because I actually was working on a mod of my own a while ago. But yeah, technically there is barren soil, that's right. There's also medium fertility soil, high fertility soil, and terra preta. Usually medium fertility soil is the one you're going to want to grow on, because high fertility soil is very rare and only found in small patches. But usually when you mouse over a food, it will tell you, as you see, perishable, fresh for 2 days. So this will, in 2 days, this will rot, and I won't be able to eat it anymore. When eaten, it gives you 80 saturation. So this is my hunger. Right now, I currently have 1,373.4 out of 1,500 saturation. This will also give you 40 hydration, which is the modded part. This is my hydration bar. Normally below that, Mama Jama is finding out. They have fooled around and found out one of my evil plans for this challenge server. Normally, if something is poisonous, it will also have a little tooltip just below the saturation and where the hydration is that will say, when eaten does negative X damage. I installed a mod that removes that. So, yes, you can increase the fertility of the soil. There's a very long process. It involves getting bones from animals, grinding them into bone meal, getting rot from food, turning that into compost, which takes a long time, and then combining that with charcoal, and then with the soil, and it will upgrade the soil. But yes, the tooltip that tells you if something is poisonous is gone. So, for the purposes of this server, in order to find out what will kill you, you're gonna have to do what the name of the stream says. You're gonna have to fool around and try stuff, and find out what's safe. I do notice something here, and I really hate to be the bearer of bad news. There's not many things. The chat is so mad. There's not that many things that will poison you when you eat them, and once somebody finds them, everybody will know, and we won't eat them anymore. I did test all this stuff myself, and I did, because we modded in, or I say we, I modded in a lot of extra berries and mushrooms and stuff like that, so I don't know which ones are safe and which ones are not. The ones that I know are safe are still safe. They haven't added new poison or anything like that. What happens when you die? It's not hardcore or anything, you just go back to spawn. You will drop your, well, actually, Yar, did you said you were near the house when you died, yeah? Has Yar come back? Or is she still on her way? Oh my goodness, my poor voice. Nothing tragic happens. Yar, do you remember exactly where you died? Is that Yar? This thing we can look at our little plant identification book. There's no randomly generated ones. Oh, you still got the death glow. When you die, or when you first spawn in this game, your body glows, so that if you log into a server at night, you won't be without a light source, which I think is very nice. Yar, do me a favor, and hold on, let me come over so I can show the chat what happens when you die. I'm a-coming. So, we have a mod. This is not vanilla. There's a mod called Player Corpse. So when you die, all of your stuff will be stored in the corpse, and you can come back and get it. You won't lose your stuff. Your saturation values will be reset. So we have different saturation. This is also inspired by Terra Firma Craft, if you played that. As you eat different types of food, you will get bonus hit points. So you will lose that bonus saturation, and you'll have to travel and go back and get your stuff and everything. But nothing super tragic will happen. You won't lose your stuff. Losing your stuff in this game is just really, really harsh. Because, like, it's not like you can just pop down the mines with a stone pick and mine up some more copper. Making a pickaxe takes a long time. Mererion berry. Okay, those are poisonous, everyone. Don't eat those. I hadn't tried those ones yet. I will also share, since we've had one unfortunate death, the one that I tried that killed me when I was testing this in single player was a crow's eye berry. Don't eat the crow's eye berries. Don't eat the crow's eye berries. Don't do it. Hey, bud. Alright, I think I might be able to grab... My cat doesn't usually like being picked up, but I might be able to... Oh! I'm gonna see if I can grab him so you can say hi to everybody. Our mods more infrequent. We have modded out the monsters for this challenge server because the challenge is coming from survival from the environment and not from fighting. So, vanilla game does have monsters that would be out and being very scary right now, but we don't have them on this server. Alright, hold on a second. See if I can grab this guy. Say hi. This is Meep. Not gonna let me hold him for long. Say hi, bud. I'm gonna get bit. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm covered in fur. Don't worry, bud. I've been punished. I got your fur on my face. Goodness gracious. That was Meep. Meep the cat. He's very angry that I'm not paying attention to him right now, but he'll survive. It has been a while since I streamed, so he's not used to it anymore. That's my boy. Just me and Meep. Alright, bud? I know you're hungry. Hang in there a little bit longer, okay? What time is it? Alright, it's almost an hour. You'll survive. I promise. You still have some of your dinner left over, bud. Don't bite me. Alright, a little bit of attention for the boy. He knows I love him. Now my hand's covered in fur as well. Never in my life have I seen a cat who sheds as much as this guy. I got fur on my glasses. Looks like your cat Toothless. Wonderful. He's all black. He's got a little white patch on his neck. That's all. And can I see now? Mostly. Okay, we're good. Oh, all right. Is there anything to help you find your corpse? Well, we don't have a map right now, so no. Unfortunately, no. It does make a waypoint, but got dry bark. Dry bark. What do you want me to show you, Papa? Shall I show you what to do with the dry bark? Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get a couple more. Hang on one sec. So, little lesson. When you have dry bark, you need 5 dry bark to make a bundle. Oop. I've got a couple right here. So, Yar, you place down 4, and then you place the 5th on the top, and it makes a bundle. We take the bundle and we bring it to the water. I actually have some over here. I'm gonna drop this one where the other ones are. Yeah, I think Papa had already figured it out, but okay. Got these ones. Still soaking. They take... Oh, wait. That one's soaked. Soaking, soaking, soaked, soaking. We need more than one, so... Leave them in the water for, I think, like half a day or something. And then we can use them to make baskets. But leave them until they're all soaked. Okay. So... Can you make a map if you unlock paper? You can unlock a map. It's gonna be a little more complicated than paper, though. So, you don't want them to dry. You can only make baskets out of them. The only purpose for the bark is to make baskets. So, dwarf elderberry also poison. Yeah, elderberries are poison. Elderberries are poisonous. Elderflower is edible, but elderberries are poisonous. I, unfortunately, am allergic to elderflower, so I can't have it. But, there's no allergies in Vintage Story. Yes, so the purpose of the only purpose of this bark is you soak the bundles while they are soaked. Yes, lingonberries. I love lingonberries. While they are soaked and still wet, you can use them to craft baskets. But if you leave them for too long, they will dry back out, and then you can't use them for anything. You have to re-soak them. So, the sun's coming up. Sunrises and sunsets in this game are really lovely. I am getting thirsty again. Some blueberries. So, yeah. Again, in case anyone is just tuning in, we got so many new people in here. This is not vanilla Vintage Story. This is heavily modded. It is a challenge server that I have set up for my community, which, by the way, anyone can join my community. It's like a $1 Patreon just to keep us from getting invaded by griefers or anything like that. And there's 3 items, high-level items, that as a group, the people in the server need to make in order to complete the challenge. It's going to take a while. So right now, we're just focusing on the basics of survival. And now that the sun is coming up, look at how beautiful that is. Look at this guy. I don't know how it's going to look with the Twitch compression, unfortunately. But, and the music is also really lovely in this game. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Super the Underdog. Appreciate that. But yeah, sunrises and sunsets are absolutely gorgeous. And I should also mention, this game runs really well. Yara needs food. I got 2 blueberries, that's all I got. Oh, I got a couple mushrooms. Right there, on the ground. There you go. By the way, I started saying this before. I do hate to say this when we've made this beautiful log hut. I am noticing on my hotbar down there, the temporal gear here. This is a mechanic. This is a vanilla mechanic called temporal stability. If your stability gets low, then you start to hallucinate. You start to get all kinds of visual effects. Oh, it's going to be foggy today. Pretty bit difficult. Yeah, you can get sucked into the Rust world, which is a horrible thing. Normally, it also can spawn monsters around you, but we have the monsters modded out, so that won't happen to us. But it will damage you, and eventually you will die. So, unfortunately, I am noticing that this log cabin, this beautiful log cabin, is in fact in a temporally unstable area, as is indicated by the fact that the gear is spinning counterclockwise, which means my stability is decreasing. It's decreasing very slowly, but we can't stay here all the time, so we'll have to find... This is fine for a starting area. We can just find a stable area nearby to regain, recharge. Mostly your stability decreases when you're underground. The deeper you go underground... We do have carry-on, yes. The deeper you go underground... Oh, dang it. The faster you will lose temporal stability. Actually, I'm gonna... Now that the sun is coming up, I'm gonna leave my torch behind. It's not taking up my inventory. I should probably also see what else I can just leave behind. This has been a very unproductive... These will burn out, by the way. That's a vanilla mechanic. They'll burn out after a couple days. But if you break them and then place them back, it will reset the timer. Mama John was lost! Oh no! Okay, we can leave the dry grass here. Wow, we don't need that. Oh, I got this pan. You can use, you can pan sand and gravel for little bits of ore and stuff. Rifts are disabled, along with the monsters. There's no rifts, there's no storms. But there is still stability, because that's not based in combat, so... Alright, we don't have a basket. Oh, wait, I can make a basket. Alright, there's a reed chest now at the hut, and I'm gonna put stuff in there. I'm gonna keep these. By the way, temperature affects how quickly... Oh, please don't. Please don't. You know how when a cat wants attention, and you're not giving it to them, they will find something they know they're not allowed to do, and do it. And if you react, then it will reinforce the behavior, so you have to just let them do it. And then they get bored, and eventually they stop. So this says fresh for 17 days. That's the base decay. In your inventory, it will always be the same, but when you put it out in the world, 53 days, because it's cold outside. In the summer, however, it will decay more quickly. So I'm going to take the risk of leave some of the flint as well. I don't need the adds. You can prop tools up against the wall, by the way. It's a vanilla mechanic. I am going to keep these. I'm just going to turn these into ropes. I don't think I'm going to need an axe. I'll leave the axe too. Only break mature crops. So only break, yeah, for grains, they have to be the final stage. For vegetables, you want it when they say mature, and then you'll get food, or when they say the final stage is like rotted, not rotted. What is it? Anybody remember? Meep is being a menace, yes. We'll find one. If you break it when they're in the final stage, then you'll get seeds. So that's also good. You will not get seeds by breaking mature vegetables. He wants a reaction so bad. Drink. So I need to find some food. We got juniper. Ripe juniper. Awesome. Juniper berries are nice. You hear wolves? I do not hear wolves. Oh, Mama Jama, do you know what direction you went off in? That's right, you're lost. I'm sorry. I should try to help you find your way back. What is around you? Are you still in sandstone? Are you near the lake? What is this? Oh, someone dropped it. Yeah, the wolves won't attack, but Mama Jama is lost. Can't see lake. Did you go into the forest? I just bet you went into the forest. Especially if you're hearing wolves. No map, rammed earth pillars with oil lanterns would be super helpful, yes. Oil lanterns are going to be difficult. I am heading... Sunrise is in the east, so I'm heading west into the forest. Found the lake? Okay. Is it the big lake, do you think? Need to get some more food. We might need to go hunting. Is Bunchberry okay? I do not know. Has anyone tried Bunchberry? It's big. I'm heading back around the lake, back in the direction we came from before. So see if I see your name tag or if you see mine. I'll stay close to the... There's a wolf. But normally, I would be dead right now. In normal vanilla vintage story, I would be dead. Mephenstress in the chat is saying he thinks Bunchberry is okay. And yeah, road building will be important as well. Found a little ruin. Nice. Do you remember what direction you went in when you left the cabin, Mama Jama? We will get you back home, don't worry. And we will probably start making pillars and stuff. I don't get lost easily in Vintage Story. But I will try to remember that it would be a good idea to make some navigation systems, which we have done before when we've done challenges without the map. Right behind the cabin is a positive gear. Okay. That means it's temporally stable. There's a cave here. Oh, I didn't bring the torch. That's not really a cave anyway. By the way, imagine if I get lost. Yes, it would be very funny. I would laugh right along with you. I am working on editing. Some people may have seen my 100 Days in Vintage Story video. It is apparently how a lot of people found the game. I made that video expecting to get maybe a few hundred views. Wound up with a few thousand, which was amazing for me because I just don't get that many views. And then randomly overnight, like half a year after it was published, I woke up and it had gotten 300,000 views overnight. And now it has over 1 million. So a lot of people have seen that video. I have raspberries. No! Cursed! I am allergic to raspberries. You can have the raspberries. Unless I'm starving, I won't eat them. So I decided to make another one. Ooh, Tinderhoof, that's edible. And I've been working on it for over 2 years due to a whole slew of ridiculous life things that happened, like getting COVID and spraining my ankle so badly I ruptured a ligament on the same day, and a bunch of work stuff and just general life stuff has prevented me. Keeping in mind this is just a hobby, like I don't have 8 hours a day to be devoting to. Oh no! Papa, what happened? Were you testing berries? It was itchy. I think I probably need to take another antihistamine. Yeah, the game has been updated quite a bit since it's been updated quite a bit since the first video, and it has also been updated quite a bit since I recorded. Fun fact. Okay, Bryony Berry's also bad. Thank you for your sacrifice. All right, Mama, I don't see your name tag. I wonder if you went east instead of west. Have you found your way back yet, by the way? I don't know how long you were walking. But yes, I spent, it took me over a year just to record the footage. Keeping in mind, 100 days in Vintage Story is not like 100 days in Minecraft. The default day length in Vintage Story is 48 minutes. So 100 days is 80 hours. So I had 80 hours of footage getting cattails and contemplating the ruins. If you can describe where you are, I might... Ooh, jeez. I might be able to find you. But yeah, during this second 100 Days video, which will be released, however long it takes me, I will finish it. I am honestly not that far. I just need to do the editing now. Edge of the big lake with sandstone ruins in the lake. I bet you went east. Because we didn't see any ruins when we came around this way before. If I can find you, I'll bring you back home. But the 100 days... The footage for the next 100 days video is... The theme of it is not... The theme of the first video was just playing the game for 100 days normally. Growing parsnips. Growing parsnips. Dang it. Building a base, progressing. I wound up making steel. It was great. And then this new one, I didn't want to do the same thing. So instead, it's like a nomadic adventure. So I am traveling the whole time. And I did it without the map. So that means I am now quite skilled after 80 hours of staying fairly... Snowberry's poison too, yes. Staying fairly oriented in Vintage Story. There is a good trick, and actually I'll share this with the players as well. One thing about Vintage Story, which I don't actually like... Yeah, do a hydrate. In game I'm alright. The trick that I eventually stumbled upon, aside from the fact that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, as it should, is that the wind always blows from west to east. So if you don't know what direction you're facing, look at the foliage, which is blowing in the wind, as long as there's wind. If there's no wind, you're screwed, sorry. But if it's blowing to the right is east. So this is east. It took me like 30 days of playing to figure that out for the 100 days. Until then, I was constantly afraid that I was going to get disoriented and go too far in the wrong direction. The berries are all picked over. Oh, I don't know if anyone's noticed, by the way. The trees drop a lot of saplings, way more than in vanilla, but they will take a long time to grow. Oh yeah, and what classes did everyone take? I just went with Commoner. Did we get a Miner? Miner is the class that I modded in. I didn't make it, but I added as a mod. I have made mods of my own before, but not this one. Mama John is Malefactor. Papa, did you go with Miner? Do we have a Miner? Because that would actually be really helpful. I don't know how much you read on that, but you can actually make a flint pickaxe. Thank you all the people who are following. Genuinely, very nice of you. I am just a very small streamer. I don't stream regularly anymore. I used to, and I will again in the future, but I'm trying to redirect all of my creative energy to getting that stupid video done. It's getting embarrassing at this point. I recorded it in 1.18, and it had just been released, and they have just released 1.20, or this is 1.20 that we're playing now. Hey, you found your way back. Wonderful. Welcome back, Mama Jama. Yay! I guess I will. Take a drink from the lake. And 1.21 is likely to be released before I release the video. It's getting silly. I'm still gonna finish it though. I'm still gonna finish it. Sunk cost fallacy aside, hundreds of hours I have already spent on this video aside. I promised people I was gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I am gonna finish it. It's just gonna take a while. You just gotta be patient, and I know my people will be patient because they're all really nice. And alright, Napster. I need to fresh up my antihistamines. Grass pollen is killing me. And you need a hot time to make I will not be making another 100 days video of this caliber. I have decided through the process of making this one that I truly am just not cut out for projects that are this big. Keeping in mind, like, I have a day job. It's just a hobby. And 100 days is 48 minutes. Sorry, 100 days is 80 hours. One day is 48 minutes. And when for anyone out there who has not, we're waiting to see if I remember Napster. Cruel. Nah, of course, I'm going to forget every time. For those of you who have never, edited or made a video before, making a video of 100 days in a game, even a game like Minecraft where the days are like 15 minutes long, it takes so much longer, many times longer than you would think, because you don't just record yourself playing and then put it online. You record all the footage, and then you have to, especially for me with my memory, and especially with this many hours of footage, you have to review the footage. You have to look through and see what you did. I do keep notes, but I'm not going to remember to write down every funny moment that happens that I'm going to want to put in the video. So, the process for me has been record 80 hours of footage, watch 80 hours of footage, and I did watch it on like 1.5 times speed, but still, it took like another 60 hours. Then I have to outline the script, and then I have to write the completed, finalized script, and then I have to record the script, and then I have to edit the recording, because you will make mistakes when you're recording something that long. Then I also had to, these are the ruins that Mama Jama saw. I had to record an intro and an outro. I have recorded the intro, I haven't recorded the outro yet. All the other steps that I've mentioned so far I have done already. And that's where I am. I have recorded all the footage, I recorded the intro, I am working on editing together the intro. I am also going to make a trailer for this to help me get used to the new video editing software that I'm going to be using. Found withered cabbage. Withered! That's what it is. Yes, take that. That'll give us seeds. Withered cabbage, good. We might want to do some hunting, actually. Ugh. I remembered Napster. Let the record show. Go. Make a few spearheads. So this is how you do early game hunting. Make spears. You go after animals, and some animals will just run away from you, some of them will fight back. Some of them have a chance to either fight back or run, depending on a random chance. I think the pigs and the sheep have a chance to do one or the other. I am going to start to lose my voice. It's a shame to have to end the stream soon with so many wonderful people watching. But I am going to lose my voice before too long. Okay. And also, my nose is just gonna get itchier and itchier. So I can try to hit a hare. Oh, and also, don't tell my players about this yet. Yes. Okay. I don't know if I should go for hares. I should try to find a pig. Pig would give a lot more, but it would also fight back, or potentially run away. It would take more hits. Oh, bye, Meth. We're gone. But yeah, I hope you managed to come on the server. It'll be up for a while. This challenge is not going to be finished soon. No. It's going to take a little while. So I did set this world to be more heavily forested than usual. Some movement over there. Honeysuckle, those are edible. All the extra trees will give us more wood, which is good, because the trees will take a really long time to grow back. But it also makes it harder to hunt, because it's hard to see through all the undergrowth to find animals. Done by lunch? What is done by lunch? Or what will be done by lunch? Ooh, cave. Well, I don't have a torch, and I don't have any way to get out of there once I go in. Oh, you think the challenge will be done by lunch? Sure. I think literally it's physically not possible. There's too much that needs time to process. You cannot make steel by lunch. One of the items you need to make is a steel lantern. And I have faith in you guys. Bilberry looks like blueberry. I don't know. I think bilberries are edible, but I'm not sure. We do need a lot of dry grass. The fastest way, well, not the fastest way, but the easiest way to get large quantities of dry grass is to cut the wet grass, pile it up, and let it dry. Because there's not going to be that much dry grass out in the wild. To make a pit kiln to fire pottery to all the new folks, you need 10 pieces of dry grass. Now, in the vanilla game, when you break grass, you get dry grass. This right here. We don't have that because of our mods. So, you have to dry out the grass, or you have to find dry grass out in the wild. By the way, there's medium fertility soil over here to the... I am southeast. I'm gonna grab that mature flax. We really need to get as many crops as we can, and it's gonna be so difficult. Immature onions. Growing onions. No withered ones? No withered ones to give me seeds? You don't want to give me seeds, please? No seeds for me. No seeds for me. It's mean, is what it is. It's cruel. It's homophobic. It's transphobic. Ridiculous behavior by this video game. I feel like I am not finding much to eat, and also I'm not finding many animals. Well, you can, yes, the directions are relative to... I'm giving the directions relative to our little base. This direction is north, and you know that because the sun came up this way. It will set this way, and because the wind always blows towards the east in Vintage Story. So, if you see, everything is blowing slightly to the east. This is east. And I know roughly how far I've walked, so the base is right about that direction. More or less. I am thirsty. I have both my hands free. What are you talking about? Oh, man. I'm a little concerned about that. Ooh, berries. These are currants, which are extremely edible. Mature rye. It's good. That up. Offhand. I don't know what that was in response to. Found mussels. Yes, you found another of the secrets. Not all of the secrets are bad. In the water, sometimes you can find... mussels, clams, things like that. And you can start colonies, although it will take a while to establish a colony. So, keep that in mind. Did we say bunch berries are okay to eat? Yes, offhand does need to be empty. If you're talking to me, my offhand was empty as far as I could see. There was nothing in there. So it was a visual glitch, perhaps? Mussel colonies. Love the spelling of that. Thank you for the follow. There's too many people following me for me to individually thank everybody. I'm not set up for this quantity of viewers. Please do know that I am very grateful to all of you. You're all so welcome to be here. I am going to try to stream a little bit more often. I was doing like every other week or something for a while, and then I got too busy, but if I just focus on editing that video... bunch berries are bad? Bunch berries okay, bunch berries are bad. I'm getting mixed signals, people. Got some straw. Straw can be used in place of dry grass for some things, but not for everything. Basically, it's only 10:30 a.m. Alright, we're good. Just gonna like walk a ways east and see what I find. And then kind of loop around and come back. I do feel like I'm not finding as much as I would have hoped to. Berry bushes. Pretty consistent and life happened. It was. Yeah, it did. Life does happen. Happens to the best of us. And I'm still kind of trying to catch up after that. I'm going to hold off on the bunch berries. I think they are okay, but I'm nervous now. Just eat them. My currants. Not a big fan of currants in real life, actually. They're quite popular where I live here, in Central Europe. But, which is why they are in the game, by the way. The developers of this game are from... to be considered Eastern Europe. They're in Latvia. Oh. Aw. There's a dead baby hare here. Eaten by something. Poor little guy. I probably won't get anything from that, but... I'll get back just in case. The reason that was on the ground, by the way, will be because a wolf or a bear killed it. Found some peat. The berries I'm talking about are bunch berries. Dog rose, okay. Rose hips. Rose hips are edible. Get those in real life too. It's opening up over here. Ooh. I don't know if the microphone picked up that crack in my neck. Goodness gracious. I do think bunch berries are okay. I know that lingonberries are okay. Lingonberries are more than okay. Lingonberries are the best. Wait. Oh my gosh, it happened again. Stuff is just not showing up in my inventory. It's so weird. Oh, there's tons of lingonberries here. Alright, I'm gonna have to make a note of where this is so we can come back and get more. Since, in case anyone missed it, we have used mods to make it impossible to move or propagate berry bushes. The Wildcraft berry bush propagation has been disabled. There is still the tooltip for it. It still says... it doesn't, but... Wild spelt. Do I have spelt? Rye. Flax. I came out here to hunt. I forgot that I came out here to hunt. I'm just gonna take this anyway. We need food. Alright, I'm gonna loop around and swing back here. Cave. Cave with berries in it. Berries cave. If only we could make a waypoint, I know. I think I'll remember roughly the way back. Oh, chanterelles. Oh, my inventory is completely full though. You know what? There's no way I'm gonna get anything from this this little baby. Sorry, little baby. I'm gonna leave you there. Take chanterelles. Withered turnips, grab them. Get those seeds. We should set up a farm soon, and we need to make sure that it is not on low fertility soil. Here's another honey mushroom. I don't know if that's edible or not, and I'm not gonna risk it. There we go, chanterelle. I've only ever had chanterelles a couple times in real life, but oh my goodness, are they delicious. Had them in some pasta. I've actually got tons of berries here, don't I? Lobster mushrooms are also edible. Ugh. Ooh, you know what? I've got another inventory spot. Grab those. Lobster. Lobster. Oh, those are edible too. Uh-oh. Did I not pick up the other one? What the heck? Lobster. Lobster. Loads of lobster mushrooms. This is good. Mushrooms last for a while. They won't spoil quickly. The berries will spoil within a few days. The rose hips last for a while. But the currants, 2 days. Honeysuckle, 2 days. Lingonberry, 8 days. They'll last a little bit longer in a chest, but we got tons of mushrooms out here. What was that? Bunchberries are good. Okay, good. I thought so. Hawkwing, no idea. I do know that fly agaric is poison. And that, I believe, is a death cap. It is indeed. Death caps, named for a reason. So, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take any of these because my inventory's full. I'm going to head back. Bryony Vine, that was the one that killed one of you, right? Torrels. I'm on a little mushroom hunt, you guys. I found a great mushroom spot. It's ridiculous how many mushrooms there are here, actually. Yeah, bearded tooth is also edible. I don't have space. Chanterelles. I know, but I know. I'm so neglectful, I'm sorry. Bearded tooth, bearded tooth. Found any ruins? I don't have any more black currants. I'm gonna eat these and take the black currants. location, at least. You guys, I have found a forest of bounty over here, which is temporally stable. I'm tempted to suggest that we move in, or at least we make a road or a path in here. Need better butchering equipment. Yes, I am actually prepared to set that up. Are you gonna make the hooks? I was going to make the hooks when I get back, but if you're on it, then that is also cool. And I can still try to hunt, although I do need to free up a bag space to hunt. Gonna get vines for tongs, cool. Should be plenty of vines around. Aspen bolete. I don't know if that's edible. Well, I'm sure it's edible. I don't know if it's safely edible. Oh, slow. Ooh, slow is edible. Slow gin. Slow gin fizz. The drink that I used to drink when I was younger. I've not had in many years because I don't think the slow is like slow syrup or something like that they put in it. I don't even remember now. I am on my way back with an inventory just absolutely packed full of berries and mushrooms, you guys. And no animals. I don't think I've seen a single animal since I've been out here. Cave. See any ores or ruins inside? Cave. Nope. Nope. Okay. More or less right lined up with the cabin, I think. Gonna have to weave a little bit to get back, but 32p. Oh, lightning. Thunderstorms in this game are delightful. I actually have the rain. The rain in Minecraft always irritated me so much, and the rain in this game is so lovely that I actually have a series of videos on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/secretfoxfire, that are they're just labeled 1 hour videos. There's a playlist. And they're just an hour of rain in Vintage Story. They're all a little bit different. An hour of rain and thunderstorm, an hour of rain with a campfire crackling. Some of them have music from the game. I have returned! Justa berries or Yasta berries are yummy. Unless you have lightning fires enabled. I suppose if we have lightning fires enabled, that could be quite dangerous, couldn't it? Nice, nice. Okay. We need another chest, and you know what? I just betcha some of those bundles are soaked. They've got to be soaked by now. Got chest stuff. You get these ones. Oh, the individual bark will not soak, by the way, unless it's bundled. Unfortunately. So these individual pieces in here, tragically, they will not... Whoop! Goodness gracious. They only stack to 3? Oh no, it's just another glitch. Please. There we go. Good lord. Just put these here. Start piling them up. Trying a bilberry. I think bilberries are okay. Alright, I got 3 bark chests. Or bark baskets, I should say. We will have lots more of these. I will probably, when I'm not streaming, I will probably, these have to be on the floor, actually, so... If I try to place it up here, it says it requires a solid ground. Okay, I'm gonna put mushrooms in this one. I really thought I had more mushrooms than that, to be honest. What? Oh my gosh. Inventory shenanigans. And I'll put berries in this one. How am I eviling in berries? Put down the grains. Alright. Found bitter nightshade. Don't recommend that. Okay. Yeah, it seems like a bit of server desync. I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure why. I have, my internet connection is so fast that Twitch literally cannot process my upload speed anywhere near as fast as I'm uploading. So it's not my connection. The server is in North America, and I am in Central Europe. Oh, there's more barks over here. Okay, I'm gonna grab these. We'll get them bundled up so they can soak. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, because those ones are already soaked. Got it. Ugh. My nose itches. Alright, 15 minutes left. I really need some more water. So I'm gonna just take a sec. We'll just stare at everyone. Or we can watch Papa do the butchering. I'll be back in just a second, folks. Just gonna mute. Oh my goodness, you guys. My cat just gave me the saddest look when I walked past him. Like, are you done? Are you ready for me now? Okay. They have to dry together, but yeah, you can't put the wet and the dry together, but the wet ones will dry out and then we can bundle them together. Oh, my voice is going away. My cat is waiting for me. This vocal cord thing is so frustrating because there's literally no treatment for it. I want to say, actually, let me say this. I don't know how many, especially younger folks out there, but honestly, whatever age you are. I know younger folks tend to worry less about this sort of thing because you think, oh, I'm young, I'll be fine. If you get heartburn or acid reflux, if you find yourself like tasting bile in your throat on a regular basis, or if you feel like pressure or pain in your chest or by your heart on a regular basis, from whatever food you're eating, from taking medications, from stress, from whatever, go to a doctor. Chronic acid reflux will mess up your body for the rest of your life. I have what is called a vocal cord dysfunction caused by chronic acid reflux since I was like 13 years old. I was a stressed out kid. I had a lot of acid reflux from an early age. It's also very common for neurodivergent people to have stomach issues, so it's tied in with that as well. And I didn't talk to a doctor about it. I didn't get any medication for it. I just kind of endured it, and I figured, whatever, it's just annoying. Not just annoying. Permanent damage to my vocal cords, permanent damage to my esophagus, which is in here somewhere, down here, where the food goes through. So I have trouble swallowing starchy foods now. If I have like a bunch of potato products or something, I have to have a lot of liquids to push it down, because otherwise it'll get stuck. And yeah, my vocal cords are all messed up. I lose my voice very quickly if I talk for a long time, and I can't do cardiovascular exercise because the vocal cords actually, they're supposed to sort of... I'm not going to get technical here because I don't know the technical, I just know how the doctor explained it to me as a person who doesn't know, not an expert, not a medical expert. But they said that the specialist said the vocal cords kind of like loosen up when you're breathing heavy to let the air pass through, and mine don't. They like clench shut. So it looks like I have asthma, but it's not asthma. Asthma's in your lungs. This is in my throat. Asthma it sucks, but there's medication and treatment for it. There's no treatment for this. There's just breathing exercises, which honestly don't do very much. So, little PSA near the end of the stream here. Don't become like me. Don't mess up your vocal cords. Don't mess up your esophagus. If you get acid reflux, please, goodness sake, go to a doctor. There's so many medications you can take to fix it. There's so many, there's so many solutions to it. I take medication for it every day now, because if I continue getting acid reflux now, it will get worse. And I do not want that, because it is not fun. So, there you go. Little PSA for everyone. Please take care of yourselves. Oops, sorry, I'm getting in the way. Where's the dry grass? Do we not have dry grass? I'm going to put it right here. Here we go. There's dry grass there now. So this is the fresh grass. There's one more thing that I do want to show. I want to show off before I end for today. So you may have noticed I picked up a stack of sandstone gravel. Put in a chest. Okay, you can do that too. And I made this wooden pan right at the very start. See me? That's what I'm talking about. Don't mess with acid reflux. It's bad stuff. So, you can pan in this game. This is vanilla. This is not modded. You can pan sand or gravel. You can also pan bony soil, which is something you can find in ruins. Don't have any of that right now, so I just got some gravel. Place the block down. Right-click with the pan. And you sift. With delightful sound effects. I hope you all can hear that. But by panning, you can get a variety of different things. The most common thing you'll get is just stone. You can also get flint, but like that. Hey, has anyone found any copper yet? In order to make progress, we are going to need copper tools, right? We do have a miner, which is a M-I-N-E-R, a person who mines, who can make a, that's a modded profession, not vanilla, who can make a flint pickaxe, but the flint pickaxe can only dig through certain stones, like soft stones. It's not very strong. Everyone else who is not a miner can't use that. Only that profession can. There's a bunch of different classes in this game which have different benefits and drawbacks. So the miner has a whole bunch of cool benefits for mining, but huge disadvantages for stuff like exploring and hunting and stuff like that. So no one has found metal yet. Well, you can get copper nuggets by panning. In order to make a tool head, those of you who were around earlier saw that I made or I don't think they're fired yet, but we used clay forming to make a pickaxe head mold and a hammer head mold, both of which are required for copper processing. Each tool head requires 20 nuggets of metal. So we need 20 nuggets of copper to make a pick, 20 nuggets of copper to make a hammer. The pick will allow us to mine copper ore when we've found it. The hammer will allow us to smash the copper ore into these little bits. So the ore that you get, I can actually show you. This is one of the quality of life things that Vintage Story has, by the way, is this handbook. It's got guides to all the game mechanics. Modders usually put guides to their mods, like this butchering one here. And you can look up any item and you can see its recipe and you can see what it can be used to make. All this stuff, if like JEI in or NEI, whatever it is these days, in modded Minecraft, is vanilla. So is the map. Normally, we have it disabled for this right now, but map, there's creative mode, world edit tools built right into the game, the ability to export and import, copy things. It's freaking incredible. All of the quality of life stuff that Minecraft is missing, this game built with it from the start because the players were playing Minecraft and were fed up with not having it, so they put it in their game. But we can look up any item. So if we look up ore, okay, it's going to give us everything with ore in it. Let's just, these are the blocks. So once you mine these with a pick, you will get, give me a sec, there's a lot of stuff in this game. You will get, okay, ore is in way, no wait, it doesn't even have an ore in it, does it? Chunk. I have not disabled all metals. Metal does exist in the world. I may have adjusted the spawn rate of metals. When you find metal, you mine it out with a pick, and you get, let's see, let's find a copper one. Chunk of copper. You can't do anything with this until you have broken it with a hammer. So that's why we need both of those tools to actually properly get started with metal. So you need 20 nuggets for the pick, 20 nuggets for the hammer, so we need 40 copper nuggets to get started. Now I can do it just with sifting. It may take a while. I will say, how much should I say? There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can get from sifting, by the way. These wool fibers are from a mod. Someone who's in my community, actually, Tells, made the wool mod, and added those to the to the drop table. This is also added by a mod, this corundum. Now, any item you don't know what it does in Vintage Story, hover over it with the mouse, and on your keyboard you press H. Will automatically open the handbook to that page. Extremely convenient, absolutely love it. And then to move to anything else, you just click. And then you can always go back to where you were. So, this is used for what? Pulverizes into crushed corundum. Okay. Pulverizing is something that requires a pulverizer, which is advanced mechanical technology, which we will not have for a long time. So this is useless to me right now, is what it's telling me. You can also grind it into powder, turn it into a polishing set. Powder can be used, again, for a polishing set. It seems to be what the only thing that it's for is basically making sandpaper. And that is used for making these tiles. Now, all the stuff we're looking at right now has been modded in. Well, most of it. A lot of these items are vanilla items, but you can see just sort of the rabbit hole and how deep it goes. Yes, and that's a good point. Show that off as well. If I sneak, and what is it? Sneak and H, right? Sneak and H. Item in the world doesn't even have to be in my inventory. It's just so convenient. We love it. I am going to need a chest for all of the sifting drops. That's what's going to happen now. Oh. So, I'm not going to sit here and sift for hours. But that is a thing. I will very often spend... Ooh. Lapis lazuli. Papa's cooking meat. Yes, help yourself. I have... Do you want the stack... Yar, do you want the stack of gravel? Or do you have... You need? Yes. There you go. All yours. Sift away. We can actually... And you can look at the animations. The animations in this game are so good, too. On the wrong side. I can't see through the grass. There's so many lovely little particle effects in this game. So you notice... The pan takes the thing, and the particles are the colors from this block. If you sift a different block, you will get different particles. There are different stone types. As far as the sifting tables, it doesn't matter what type of stone it is. The drop table is the same. The only thing that will be different is the stone. Sandstone gravel drops sandstone. If you had granite, it would drop granite, and so on. Otherwise, everything else is the same. You don't need to get different types for different ores and things. Over here, got a piece of zinc. Nice. Here we've got our pit kilns, which have started going. So again, the mouse over, what am I looking at? Wayla, I think, is the modern one. I haven't played Minecraft in a while. That's built into the game. Tells you what is in the pit kiln. Does not tell you how long it will take. But you can see what's in there. Also, the movement in this game is different. You can jump a lot further in this game than you can in Minecraft. I am comparing it to Minecraft a lot because I know it's what more people are familiar with. So walking feels different. This, by the way, this stepping up the block without jumping, that's a mod. That's a client-side mod that I have installed. I invite all of my people to install that because it's ridiculous that we jump up 1 meter high things constantly. But if you're jumping, so if I can get a good, from a standstill, you can jump that far. The only problem with the jumping in this game is it's a little inconsistent. You can jump really far if you get a running start. At one point, I was supposed to do an official event. I actually was hired by the developers to run some events a while back. I haven't run any in a long time because life happened. For the same reason I haven't finished that video. And for the same reason I haven't streamed as consistently as I used to. That's my face, by the way. I used to have purple hair, and then the developers got rid of the purple hair. That was mean of them. So now I'm just gray hair, like in real life. Well, a little bit of gray. But also on my YouTube channel, you can see there's video records of the events. I like making challenges and making events and making adventure maps and stuff like that. Something I used to do a lot when I wasn't trying to devote all of my energy towards getting a video done. So for a while, I was working for the developers, officially managing some official Vintage Story events. Community was a lot smaller at that point because the big streamers hadn't found the game yet. But there are videos of the events that I ran on my YouTube channel, if you want to go take a look at those. I hope I will do more events in the future, but probably not too soon because I gotta get the dang video done. But the next event was going to be a parkour race. And I was working on it with another person who was helping decorate and build and stuff like that. And my life kind of exploded in the middle of that. And we wound up... it just kind of petered out. It never got finished. I felt really bad because we put a lot of time into it, and it just never got there. And if I'm really honest, I don't think it was going to be that good, because I, as it turns out, have almost no depth perception. I'm very bad at judging and like platforming and stuff. I was the worst person in the world to be trying to design a parkour course. It was a mistake. I didn't realize that until I kind of got into it. But while we were working on it, the developers added something specifically for parkour, which is kind of, I suppose if you're extremely skilled, it might be possible to do it reliably. I can't do it reliably, but I have terrible reflexes and stuff. But let me see if I can get it to happen. So what it is they added an extra far jump if you jump when you're like just leaving the block. So didn't do it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it into the water. Nope. This game. Nope. It's gonna take me a while because I'm bad at this. All right, swimming taking too long. I'll do it here. I would like to show it off because it's very cool when you can do it. But I am just so bad at judging when to jump. Like, they added this mechanic specifically for that event, and then that event never ended up happening. I'm gonna keep trying. And if I'm really honest, I think, sort of indirectly in this way, I may be responsible. Added coyote physics without explaining what it is. Yeah, okay. One of the downsides of a small development team is sometimes they do weird stuff and there's not like a big, there's not any oversight. So they can just do whatever they feel like, and sometimes they focus on stuff that maybe isn't the best thing to focus on, or they add stuff and they don't explain it very well. But I will say, they intended the game to be customizable and moddable from the start, and they have added a lot of options as people have asked for them, and I give them a lot of credit for that. So even if you don't like the way it's not working. Even if you don't like the way they've set up the game, you have to be running? I don't think so. Even if you don't like something about the game, you can change it, basically. So I think that kind of makes up for some of the frustrations we occasionally get. I cannot get this to happen. I swear, I recorded myself doing this like 8 times for that video intro that I recorded recently. And now it is just simply not happening. If you time it right, what happens is you basically just lunge forward. Like, you go kind of horizontal and you jump way further. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know why. I've failed you all. Please forgive me. Yar's got to head out. Thank you for being here at the start, Yar. I'm going to head out in a minute too as well, so. You saw me do it? I didn't see the animation for it, though. When it happens, like, you go way further. It's not just that you jump anyway. It's that you, like, lunge forward. So if you do it into the water, you, like, dive hard into the water. So I didn't do it, actually. I don't know. Unless they changed it. Maybe they removed the animation. I don't know. Bye, Papa. Thanks for being here, you guys. Anyway, I don't want to spoil anything. There is lore in this game. There is some progression. There are some story structures. There are some bosses. I won't say any more than that, except there was one boss. They made it a lot harder in this version for some reason. Unfairly hard, I think. And then that was in the previous version. And in this version, they added a second boss. And I haven't seen the second boss yet. We haven't done it yet. And I kind of have not been rushing into it because I heard that there's platforming involved and that it's very difficult. And I do feel that I may be somewhat responsible. I suspect, I haven't confirmed this with the devs and I'm afraid to ask, but I think they may have added that because we were working towards a parkour event and it never happened and they wanted to get parkour in there. So if that's the case, I'm real sorry, everybody. I really tried, I swear. Ooh, that lightning's getting close. Anyway, do you want to hydrate 3 times real quick? Yeah, sure. Let's hydrate. Let's hydrate a bit. We'll watch the sun go down a little. Let's see if I can better view of the sun. Beautiful. I will take 3 sips of my drink. I am quite thirsty. I promise I will hydrate properly after this. I have so much to share, and if I don't talk fast enough, I forget what I'm saying. And sometimes, even if I do, I still forget. There's 2. Anyway, I do hope, thank you all, so many of you stuck around. It's so wonderful. It's nice to have so many people here. If you want to take part in this event, you can. You do have to get the game. It's not free. You have to get on their website. Just like Minecraft has its own thing, Ventustar has its own thing. It's not on Steam or anything, but I think that's fair. Steam takes a huge cut of profits from developers, and they're a really tiny company still. And then you just have to join the community. Like I said, I have a $1 Patreon barrier to entry, mainly because I don't have the resources to run a public server, and I want to prevent easy access for like griefers, because we usually don't put land claiming and stuff on here because we're a small community and we all know each other. So I don't want to open the floodgates or anything. But even if you don't want to become a patron, you're welcome to join my Discord. Everybody on there's really super nice. I've been quiet lately because I'm trying to sort my life out and get my video done. But it's a small community full of really nice people. And I'm sure if you're all coming from Gem, I would be very surprised if you're not nice as well. So far, you've all been very lovely. So, there's my 3 drinks. I promise I'll drink the rest soon. You're very welcome for explaining things. There's so much to this game that I could be explaining for hours. Let me show you one more thing that I kept trying to start showing and then kept forgetting. We've been eating like berries and stuff. You can grow crops. You can kill animals. You can cook meals in pots, and they'll give you a bonus to your saturation and stuff like that. But there is a mod that we always play with that adds so much more food, and I did put it on this challenge server, even though it doesn't really make things harder. I just can't imagine us not having a culinary artillery and expanded foods. So I just want to show you can make muffins. Again, this is modded. You can make fruit bread. You can make fruit bars. If I spell fruit correctly, it'll probably show up better. You can make trail mix. You can make candied fruits from all kinds of different fruits that are out there in the world. You can make dried fruits, dried berries, dried, apples, all kinds of dried everything. There are fruit trees in the game. I don't think we saw any of those during this stream, but they grow slowly over time, and they only fruit during one part of the year, and they have blossoms in the spring, and they're very pretty. Yes, you can make sausage. And yeah, vanilla things are you can make soup, you can make stew, you can make pies. The pie making process is a delight. It only shows the apple pie in here, but you can make pies with basically any ingredients, and you can change the covering on the top to be different shapes. And then the butchering mod that I've added also has ways to add more. There's just so much, and you can add so much, and you can take away whatever you don't like, and it's just a really good game made by, pies are also vanilla, made by a teeny tiny development team. I do not work for them. I did do some work for the events for them that I was paid for, but I'm not currently working for them. I have no motivation to support them other than I just love them. Not sponsored or anything like that. If you have the means to get this game and it looks interesting, highly recommend it. If you want to join a really nice small community of friendly people who help each other, my community is there, and we love to see new people. I'm gonna go in this little house. I'm gonna sit down. You can sit. Hold on, I gotta show you one last thing. Hold on, I'll show you one last thing. First of all, you can sit. You can sit with the G button and stand back up. But more importantly, if you go to the edge of a block and then you press G, your legs dangle over the edge. Yeah, that's right. You get danglies. You get leg danglies. You can do that over any block that has a solid face. So, Oh, Mama Jama found another trick that I pulled. Alright. I've been going on for ages because I want to tell everybody, I want to evangelize about this game forever and ever. But my cat is so mad at me, and my voice is going, and I am tired. Thank you for coming. I will try to stream again reasonably soon. But you can always chat with me on my Discord if you want to. And even if you don't want to play in our community, if you just have questions about the game and you don't want to go, the game has its own Discord server, but it is quite busy. So if you want to go on a smaller server and ask questions, you can also do that. So, that's it. That's gotta be everything. I have to go. Thank you again, everyone. And thanks again to Gem. I'm sure she ran away ages ago, but please tell her to thank you for the huge raid. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever time of day it is. And I hope I'll see you all later. Bye.